Hello everybody and welcome. This is not an unboxing video, but it is an update finally to the Dota 2 client. Yet again, we have patch 7.21 here. Finally, you can see it right here in the big old mini screen right here. You could click on this button and see all the patch details about every single thing, but I already went through them myself personally. I was actually working out when this patch happened. So all these new things happened, a lot of talent changes. The biggest thing that I saw was that IO was sort of returned back to normal, but Overcharge was nerfed. Not heavily, but good enough that it's a very obvious nerf. The big thing is now that Overcharge has an 18-second cooldown and an 8-second duration, and no longer has a 2-second toggle. The Overcharge now costs mana, and no longer costs 6% of your HP and mana per second to use. The Overcharge attack speed bonus was increased, and the Overcharge damage reduction was increased as well, but the big thing is that it's now a team fight ability and not really any fight ability compared to how it was before. So that's the biggest change that I saw to new heroes. Another thing is that Relocate was set back to normal, so it is back to cast delay and no longer a channel, which changes him immensely. It helps him quite a bit. And they reset his Relocate back to 30-second cooldown for the 25 talent as well, now that they changed it to 30 seconds across the board, basically. That was the biggest change I saw, because the thing is that everybody thought Grimstroke was going to get a huge nerf, and he did not get a big nerf. In fact, it was just Inkswell becoming more mana cost and having less movement speed reduction at the very beginning, and then the Phantom Embrace Ren damage was decreased by about 60-ish across the board, all the way through. Other than that, there wasn't really any crazy changes. The biggest thing is that a lot of the ranged heroes actually received a small movement nerf, as we can see here. There's a lot of the melee heroes that have gotten a little bit of an increase, so like Naga, Underlord, Monkey, Nyx Assassin, Seeker, and Ricky all got 5, 10 to MS to Alk, Dragon Knight, Meepo, and 15 to Legion, LS, Sven, Lycan, Ursa, and Wraith King. A lot of the melee heroes got increased move speed, and ranged heroes, the 295 of speed and above, now have 5 less move speed. So Enchantress got 5 less move speed because she's a ranged hero, but she moves pretty fast. Keeper got same thing. The other big thing that I saw was that the heroes no longer gain a 25% benefit towards their primary attributes, affecting both attributes from items and the hero. Now it just gives them the 15% growth value overall, and the HP per strength has been increased to 20. And then the last thing I saw was a change to Battle Fury. Yeah, here it is. The percentage damage bonus against non-hero units changed to be a fixed amount, matching the same amount of Quelling Blade, whereas before I think it was like an extra 15% or something like that. So big changes across the board all the way through. Chen got a few changes as well, but I don't really see Chen being picked up a lot. Divine Favor is slightly nerfed in the way. It decreases the bonus damage. It doesn't have basically double damage, but now it has double damage towards non-hero units. But that was pretty much it. A lot of people thought Dazzle was going to get hit with a big nerf. He didn't really get nerfed either. He actually just got some increased mana at early levels for most of his spells, and that's really it. The other one that people thought was Lich, hardly touched. Lich hardly got that nerf, so Lich is still good. He's still strong enough. He could still do a lot of other stuff, and we'll probably keep on seeing Lich. The other thing that I want to point out is that every time a patch comes out, there's always a hero that gets that slight bit of buff every single patch, but nobody knows it until after they see it a little while. Last time it was Shadow Shaman. A lot of people saw Shadow Shamans being picked up with Shackles, Wards being buffed. He gets like 76 right-click damage early as a ranged hero. Is insane. Now we have basically Lions is going to be that new little guy as well. He's getting an increase to his cast range and increase to GPM. So I'm pointing this out now because what if somebody says, hey, Lion's all of a sudden a big thing? I'm saying it right now. Lion will be one of the bigger things in the future. And that's really about it. A lot of move speed stuff got changed, so like Morphling actually, more strength gain, Nature's Prophet. The big thing actually for NP is that he now has 25% CDR as his level 20 talent instead of 4 Sprout cooldown. I don't know what the other 20 talent is, but that's a big change for him. NS doesn't have Scepter anymore either, so he actually just gets Scepter-based vision during the Dark Ascension usage, instead of just having the 900 range. Also, it just provides now unobstructed vision, And then the other thing is Heavenly Grace was changed as well. It increases the status resistance, or decreased the status resistance to 50%. Increased the duration to 2 extra seconds, but now provides bonus strength up to 28 at max level, but costs more mana to use at the end of the whole, like, chain. I don't think that's going to make it to where this is going to be a more played hero. Omni Knight is probably still going to be very low in the pools, but everyone's going to find a way to bring Omni Knight back in. Another little, like, hidden buff thing was the Ogre McGee now has a 10% more chance to ×2 multicast. Probably, you know, earlier into the level, because, you know, I think ×3 and ×4 is still 30 and 10. So, and the Fire Blast got rescaled down to 1 second base, or 1 extra second reduced, but everything else was pretty much the same. Fade Bolt now is 25 or 15 more damage reduc, and yeah, that's really about it. Sniper now has a knockback in his headshot, so he's slowly coming back to his original version of Sniper. And then they changed his 15 talent to 15% Shrap Slow. Probably nobody will get that, but that DPS was pretty good if you got it for some reason. And that was really about it. There wasn't anything crazy. Overgrowth now works as if he has a Scepter too, so it's just like, before it was when you ulted as Treant Protector, if he didn't have a Scepter and there wasn't a living tree nearby, you wouldn't get the damage from it. But now if you have a Scepter and you don't have a living tree, you still get the damage as if you had a living tree there, enchanted tree. Tag Team got a slight bit of a nerf as well. It's just overall increased mana cost and CDR at the early levels. So that's just the big change there for him. And that's really, yeah, that's really about it. And then Static Field no longer is an AoE ranged kind of thing. It's just the specific target of which you hit. So I wonder how that works with Chain Lightning, but that's not really what we're on about, although I spent 7 minutes about that. So the next thing is that the new ranked season has come along, meaning everyone's ranks has been reset. Seeing that I had never ranked in my life before, and I didn't rank the last season either, it doesn't really matter for me. So that's one big change. The other big change is Dota Plus update has come out. We now have this big explosive Dota Plus menu, which looks insanely awesome, and you can see all of your heroes in order of ranks, and so on and so forth. And not to mention, the next best thing, in my opinion, that came out is the Season 3 quests. Now, every single week, or not every single week, Season 3, this is all for ranked, basically. I don't think you have to do ranked ones to get these, but you probably have to do ranked games to get these challenges, seeing that it's called earn 92k shards over the course of the ranked season. There's 46 total quests. So the big thing is that a lot of these are gonna be for ranked only, but no doubt they're gonna make a patch where it'll come out and make it to where everyone can get these, because, you know, half of the world of Dota 2, they don't play ranked with Dota Plus. Dota Plus is for people who just like to have fun, have that challenge. So this is basically it here. I don't know if they'll change it to ranked or not, but hopefully they will fix it in one way or another here. So yeah, so that's the big other thing, is that the Dota Plus chests become a thing. You can now see your welcome quests more up front. And now back to the Dota Plus, we do have new exclusive sets, and then the seasonal quests. So once we go to the new exclusives, basically we still have all the old exclusives, which is good, because if somebody still wanted some of their old ones, that they're still there. It looks like we got 5 new ones. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 of them are 90k, and now there's only one that's a 75. The Contested Fate for Centaur, which makes him look nice and pretty and shiny. I don't think it gives him any extra abilities. If we go in, yeah, it's just ambient effects, so that's basically your nice fluttery centaur in a sense. And then we have the Memories of the Vow Eternal, which basically looks like it gives her some sort of hairpiece and a really sandy lower bottom. Looks like it does change in animation, so let's go ahead and demo the hero to find out what the animation change is. But yeah, so big Dota Plus update. That's all 3 updates came all at once. So let's see what the new animation is. It looks like it might be a right click. Looks like it is a right click. Yeah, because she attacks from the bow in a different way now. So, well, I guess, you know, there's a different way we can look at this. Yeah, so it is the bow. It is definitely the bow that's the animation. So, yeah, the animation is the bow by the looks of it, because it doesn't explain what the animation change is, which is probably the most annoying thing. But the other thing is that the big part about this set is that the nice sandy lower, like everything about it's very prismatic. But I probably wouldn't use the whole thing. As you could see here, I kind of have a set that I like a lot, so that's from that one. Then we have the Eminence of the South Star, which is basically a unicorn enchantress. That's another 75, thankfully. Animation changed as well, so most likely it is a right-click animation that got changed. Go to the hero loadout and see if it changes any ability icons. It does not, so we'll go ahead and demo that as well. See if that makes any difference. I want to think it's going to be right-click, though.
Battle. It's a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah, it is right click. She like kind of throws the spear a little bit more ambiently. Like, look at it go kind of thing. And then her shoulders actually do a little bit more work. So this is probably an enchantress set that I will probably invest in getting 75k shards for if I really wanted to. So, not a bad set. Actually, I like it quite a bit. It's not really an Enchantress theme, but, you know, a lot of stuff's really hard to work with an Enchantress theme. And last but not least is the Mask of Mischief, or the Masks of Mischief. And it is a Monkey King set that basically, I imagine that when you level, it changes the level of the masks, but the big thing about that is that the Arcana is kind of the big thing here. Looks like it just gives ambient effects, so the big thing that we'd probably use on this is, there's not really much I'd use about this, because the head is the mask, no doubt. The armor, maybe I'd use the armor. The armor looks pretty good, and the shoulders look pretty good as well, but everything else is a no-go for me. So, anyway, but that's the big update that's come across here. We have all of our new fancy stuff. We can see what levels our certain heroes are. I didn't know I was a level 4 Pudge. And we can look at our highest relics and so on and so forth. But, you know, obviously the big thing for me is that most of them are Skywrath ones. Here's, like, kills and then, oh yeah, Treant Protector. So, anyway, this is the big update. I guess it's just more focusing towards the fact that they want people to play ranked. They got this Season 3 quest chain out and about now, which will probably be the only reason why I would actually play ranked myself. So, but with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think there's that much else to discuss about this video. Please stop playing auto chess if that's what you're doing with your life, because I really, you know, that is a problem, people playing auto chess. I'm not saying it's bad, but, like, you know, there's a lot of people playing auto chess. I have it too, but I've never once clicked play on it. I just don't know how I feel about it, and people think that I'd be pretty good at auto chess or I'd like the game, and I can't voice my opinion on that right now. So, but with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed this video discussing the 7.21 patch update when it comes to just it's gonna keep doing that if I don't click on this. Basically, I hope you like the patch update, and I hope you all experiment with our lovely hero changes to this patch. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed. It's Party PD, signing off.
I do hope you enjoyed the video that you watched today. If you want to see more done by me, or just done by anyone in general, please have a look around the rest of the channel. Leave a like, favorite, and subscribe on this video, and we will see you next time for some more Dota 2 based equipment and stuff. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you all next time.